In Nigeria, there are more than 500 dialects. I was riding with an Uber driver from Nigeria who was taking the time to explain his country to me. He told me this: there are three major languages, and everyone learns English. But there are more than 250 dialects. I was stunned. I asked him, "What does this mean? Can most people speak another dialect?" "No. If you do not know the dialect of a neighboring tribe, you will not be able to speak with them. This leads to wars and neighboring factions." I'd been working on a mental problem of my own. I wanted to know why the market was so hard to understand. Why do some seem to understand so easily, while others struggle even with the same amount of experience? Why do some get propped up as leaders, community drivers with their own way of describing success or failure? And why are there so many books? Is the answer that the game is full of probabilities or just plainly manipulated? Is that the full answer, or is there something else? It was riding with this Uber driver that really made it clear to me. The market is a language with dialects, probably more than 500. Let's list out a couple that you probably know: market profile, volume profile, footprint, Wyckoff, price action. And then if you start adding in the gurus or local interpreters, if you will, then we've got a bunch of complications because the way in which they describe the market becomes both interpretive and authoritative for anybody that follows that leader. Of course, the trader's asking which one's correct, which one's best. Even if they stumble along the idea that they have to make their own soup, they're still wondering in the back of their mind, isn't one of them more right than the other? And that makes it difficult because depending on our experience level, we could be speaking like a baby to an adult or one dialect to another. And it can be very difficult to understand how far the gap actually is between us simply because of the prevalence of the language books, called those trading books, that are available. Technology provides us an interface, and trading is a way into this language. Trading gives us the ability to do commerce with foreigners. That's really what's happening. Sometimes you do the taking, and sometimes you get taken. There are many gurus, but they have a process for them, not for you. In fact, that's what competent traders have that you don't have. They don't have perfect setups, those things don't exist. What they do have is a process and an interface with the language of the market that works. That's important. Principles and philosophies work, but only when the person is aligned to them. That's why so much advice seems reasonable and seems to work, usually in hindsight, but doesn't seem to prepare you for the next trade. You've heard this telltale advice: cut your losers, let your winners run. Great. Which is which? And I'll gladly do that. This is why there are many marketplace helpers, psychologists, performance coaches, community leaders, public traders, tools, platforms, and so on. Why don't more systems, indicators, strategies, and traders work? Are you all stupid? I don't think so. Are they all smart? I don't think so. Do you need an insider secret? I don't think so. There is no secret. The gimmick is there's no gimmick. The underlying reason why successful traders are successful is because of process. That's really it. And let me plant my flag right here, right now. You can trade effectively without any indicators, without any market interpretation scheme, if your process understands how to decision. It's that simple. It's my view that the inventors of these market interpretations did so because that's what their process revealed. The gurus exist primarily because process is not understood by the average trader. Therefore, there is a market opportunity to arbitrage between the haves and the have-nots with a local dialect. It's that simple. So if you want to be taught on how to think like somebody else, go to a guru. But if you want to learn how to unpack the real process of being profitable on your own, then perhaps process is the dilemma and we should focus there. The goal of this program is to teach process design, to make you competent not only in designing your own process, but also for any discipline. We're going to talk about where we can start. We will have building blocks of our process design. We're going to comment on invalid reasoning. I will show you a trader toolbox that allows you to compartmentalize your thinking. We'll work with probabilities. We'll demonstrate how workflows are the lifeblood of process. And then we will show practical examples. We will also provide deep analysis versus cursory review. We will show workflows and design that give us practical things to work on and to build on. And finally, we're going to round out with you as a learning machine. The idea that you can engage in immediate value return, unfolding value return, compounding value return, or little to no value return. And it is essential that you understand which process and workflow that you're working in. This is the kind of rigor that is required to trade effectively. Welcome to my community. I'm launching a full, free course on trade process management, and it is my goal to break process down so completely that anyone who's willing to put in the effort can become competent faster than anyone else.